Problem is not the signal because I don't have the TV box turned on. The TV box is off, but problem is the remote here. Just doesn't work. But you can turn it off from the button. Let's check this out. Let's have a look at this remote to see why it's not working. Okay, so I just tried the remote again and I thought it wasn't working at all, but it turns out it is working. So I think only changing the batteries and removing the batteries actually we did it. So that's interesting. I did clean this remote before I removed the buttons from here, and I cleaned the contacts. Each remote control has a first thing would be to change the batteries, check for corrosion, and if it's still not working, you would have to open it and clean the contacts between these rubber buttons and the base layer. But don't clean too much because there is a conductive material on each button that makes the contact there. So if that happens, that it gets worn out, usually on the power button or somewhere like that, you can actually do, there is a small trick. You can use graphite from pencil. So you can use the graphite from the pencil to rub it against the button, or actually put a bit of E6000 glue on the buttons. Actually, you can use a conductive solution made of glue and the graphite from a pencil. The easiest would be to just put a bit of this powder. The easiest would be to take the pencil and rub it against the buttons from the other side inside the remote, but that could be a bit messy, so you have to the easiest would be to put some glue on the button and then put a bit of this dust from you make this really into fine powder by scraping it or hammering it with a hammer or with a scraper, and then you make this you can make this into a graphite powder. And actually it is not perfectly conductive, but good enough. Okay. This is the graphite, and it's actually conducting electricity. So yeah, you turn this into a powder. Turn the pencil, any pencil actually, most pencils will work for this. So you make a few of these, make it really fine powder, mix it with a bit of glue, not too much. Mix this with a bit of glue, not too much, and you can apply it to the inside of the buttons. You can also use a bit of aluminum foil and glue to glue on the back of these buttons so they conduct electricity the same way as the graphite does. The problem with the aluminum foil is that it might come loose and fall, and you might have to do it again. So either a bit of aluminum foil with glue on the back, not on the front, or the graphite pencil. I thought I would show you this now that I thought this remote is not working. The buttons are not working, but yeah, it is working, so I'm not gonna open it, but let's check. Okay, to check which buttons are not working, it's pretty easy. Use an old phone or actually your any phone, but older phone is better. Go in the camera mode, go in the video mode of your phone, the camera, and watch the magic. On this one, now volume control works, up and down, and power, no, program also works. Mute. I have to point it that way. Mute. Okay, volume up, volume down, and power. Yeah, everything works. Just started working, I just changed the batteries. So, okay.